Aloha, it is Geri Lara Berger, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about waist training. To do it or not to do it. So I'm going to tell you my personal experience with waist trainers. And so when I first started using waist trainers, I was using it on and off. And before I actually go even further, I just want to stress that wearing waist trainers will not give you the results you want, okay, if number one, you are not watching your nutrition, and number two, because we all know that nutrition is 80% of your success, and number two, if you are not doing the adequate exercises to actually get the results needed. So if you're trying to lose fat, all right, a waist cincher isn't necessarily going to be the magic trick if you're not watching your diet and if you're not doing your workouts and your training. Okay, so let's make sure that's clear first. All right, so when I first started out experimenting with waist trainers, I would wear it on and off, and a lot of times I would wear it about 6-8 weeks out of every competition, and it did help because at that point what it did do for me is that it helped ensure that the water didn't stay in my waist, okay? And so for prep reasons, I actually recommend to my athletes that they do wear waist trainers for that reason. Now personally for me, I also wear a waist trainer or a weight belt when I lift. Because my body, when I first started Bikini, was very athletic. And so what I mean by that is I really don't have a waist. And so through the many years of martial arts and all the other sports that I've done, I had actually overbuilt my oblique muscles to the point that it wasn't something that, it wasn't what the bikini look is all about. And so as you know, bikini is all about the tiny waist. And so over the years, I found that I've actually had to try to atrophy or shrink the muscle through my waist. And unfortunately, when we work out, we use a lot of our core, and we don't even realize that, but we do. And so I always wear a waist trainer or a belt when I lift. And so doing that, I started doing that about, I would say, 2 years ago. It has made a drastic difference in my waistline, all right? And now in the past, I would say 8 months now, I've actually been consistently wearing a waist trainer. And so what does consistently mean? It basically means that 80% of the time I'm wearing a waist trainer. The nice thing about that is lately, actually, these are my waist trainers. The nice thing about finding the right waist trainer also is that there are good ones and there are bad ones, okay? And I'll be honest with you, I've tried a lot of different kinds over the years, and my favorite one is Squeeze Me Skinny, okay? And they're super high quality, but the reason why I also like them is that they're comfortable and they come in different sizes. I'm only 5'2", and so a lot of the waist trainers that are out there actually cut me through the hip, and I end up losing circulation through, I know you've been there, you're laughing because you're like, oh yeah, through the legs. I know that is not good. And if that actually happens to you, you need to take that thing off. But what I'm wearing right now is an 8-inch cincher, and so it's tiny. These are 10-inch length cinchers. The nice thing about these Squeeze Me Skinny cinchers is that, waist trainers, is that it also comes in different colors. So at work, when I'm wearing white, I actually wear this new color one. Okay, so let's get back to waist training. When I say the word consistently, I mean that if you're going to be serious about seeing results, in addition to proper nutrition and proper diet, you got to make sure that you don't use it just once in a while. Okay, you got to make sure that you use it consistently. And I noticed significant results after using it consistently for about 6 months. And so now I wear it on during prep and off prep all the time underneath my clothes. So a lot of times too, I want to talk about how to get started, okay? Because just like anything else with any routine, what tends to happen is we get a little frustrated through the beginning. And waist trainers, if you get a new waist trainer and you all of a sudden wear a waist trainer from going, you know, with no time to all of a sudden wearing it for 8 hours, you're probably going to get a rash. Or I don't know, it's just, you're just going to be like, this is just horrible. And the truth is, just like anything else, just like getting a pair of new shoes, you have to break them in. And so when you get a new waist trainer, even if you're an experienced you know, waist trainer, you want to make sure that you break them in slowly. And so my suggestion is that the first time that you get your new waist trainer, you wear it for a couple hours, you know, maybe 4 if you're used to it, but no more. And then the next day, slowly build it up. Go from 2 hours to 3 hours, and then 4 hours, and just see how you do, okay? Because you also have to let the waist trainer conform to your body, just like anything else. And so I've worn these ones for a while, and so that's why they kind of looked a little warped, because it's shaped to my body. The other thing too that I find is it also helps if you're going to wear it all day, okay, to actually wear like a thin microfiber camisole underneath, so that the cincher is not against your waist. Because sometimes, you know, depending if you're in a hot climate like I am in Hawaii, you know, there's a little bit of perspiration, and anytime you have perspiration, there's friction, and you can get a rash, okay? And so so go slow, but once you know, build up your time to being able to wear it most of the day, 8-10 hours, you're going to start to notice that if you stick with it, it's actually going to make some drastic changes to your physique. And I know for some of you folks that have followed me for a while, you probably have noticed that my waist has come tinier, and it's because of waist trainers. All right, it's also because of wearing waist trainers and weight belts during my weight training routine. All right, and of course, above and beyond all that, it's because of proper nutrition and diet. Okay, so but if you want to check out Squeeze Me Skinny, go ahead and use my code. I love them so much that I actually went to the company and said, I need to work with you guys, because with my girls and my athletes, I want to be able to share this. And so I have a code, and it's my name, GERI, and that'll give you a discount. So again, waist training, am I for it? Yes, I am. And so those are my 2 cents. But as always, find out what works well for you. All right, but I'm always happy to share what I learn. So any questions, let me know. So in the meantime, there you go. All right, aloha.